good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charges to the Game Sports and Sports Betting Podcast, brought to you by the Bet US Sports app. Still got the same offer, man. So 125% of your original deposit, and use promo code to the game. The link is at the bottom. And then simply 8 vitamin gummies, man. So go ahead and grab them gummies. What's up, man?
Oh, finally got some football. Football.
Enjoying the preseason. Yes, sir.
Bro, you decked out in the Steelers shit, man. You must be kind of excited, brother.
Oh, yeah. Got a rep for TJ. Going for what I say is the third consecutive.
No, bro, don't be
Here we go.
We're
not having that.
We ain't having that, man. My man is still only a 96 on Madden. So sit down somewhere. But welcome, everybody, man. Oh, go ahead, Z.
No, I'm saying it's just fun to have some games.
Legitimately, like I said, I think it was the last show. If you guys missed the last show, I think we kind of took a week off. We had a lot of stuff going on, man. But football's back, man. So put away all the other shit that you used to do. Football's back. Go ahead and let's get ready for the season. But we got a great show for you guys today, man. So we're going to be talking a little bit about the fight game a little bit. It's a few fights coming up. The big one, the Spence Crawford, they're in talks. It hasn't been officially said, but that's coming down the pipe. And then this weekend, upcoming weekend, Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua, I think it's in Saudi Arabia. Usyk already beat that ass once, but to beat that ass again. And then on top of that, man, obviously preseason football, we're going to chop that up. And then also we're going to talk a little bit about, finish back with our NFC divisional preview. Today we're going to be talking about the NFC East and then NFC North. So that's the raggedy ass Commanders. Boy, I got some shit to talk about with y'all, okay? and then that north side, man. So there's a few shocking teams I think is going to come out of there other than the Packers, man. But, fellas, let's talk a little bit about this fight game, man. So obviously we had the big news about with Spence and Crawford. It's been, years? They've been in talks, supposedly kind of ducking and dodging each other. To be honest, and now it's looking like it's going to be this year sometime in November. So how do you guys feel about this fight if it ultimately does happen? We'll probably break it down as it gets closer, but what do you think about that?
I think Spencer.
Finally.
Yeah. I think Spencer wins though. Be honest with you, just cut straight to it. Yeah. Because just because I still think Bud is a better boxer. I just think that Spence got that size, and it's the gap is not that much better. But Bud is a monster, dog. I was watching some clips of Andre Ward talking about breaking him down earlier in the videos and how he was downloading people. Man, I can't wait.
Dude, I'm just happy to be honest. Like the fight's gonna be happening. I hope it does happen. And these guys just kind of stop playing around, and that's one of the reasons why I don't enjoy the politics of boxing. I get it because these guys want to make their money and stuff like that. They want to build them up and then have 3 or 4 really legitimate war fights, and then most of these guys retire and go on about their way. Like I look at both of these guys' records. Most of the guys that these guys fought were very winnable fights. They weren't in any real danger. Spence really ain't fought no fucking body. Same thing with Crawford. You fought guys like we already knew who you was gonna beat, bro. It's not like you fought like the Charlo brothers. It's not like you fought who else in that weight class? Other guys on that caliber. Telefimo. I don't even know if it's the same weight class. I'm kind of just rambling. But you ain't really been in any real type of damage. They fought agent Sean Porter. I think both of them fought that. And Spence actually looked kind of bad in that fight against Sean Porter. He ultimately won. But, in this fight, I'm just looking forward to seeing it. I think I'll make my prediction once it gets closer to the fight. But, Z, what do you feel about it, man?
No, it's finally we get a real fight. I think with Spence, probably when he fought Mikey Garcia was the only time I thought that he had a fight he
waxed
could lose,
Mikey.
and he destroyed him. And so
They hype Mikey up. I like
Yeah.
Mikey, but I mean, it's still at the same time, it's just like this is just a different caliber. Like I like Mikey, but Mikey's slow as shit. You got no power. And what is the last we've heard of Mikey Garcia since?
No, that was it. That was I mean, Mikey was. I mean, he's got promotional issues.
They got promotional issues.
I bet he do because he lost that fight. Like it's like boxing is like once you lose, your damage good. Like they remember Telefimo Lopez? I was all on Lopez. This nigga punished. He didn't. He did.
Yeah. He beat Lomachenko.
He beat Lomachenko. Then this nigga fights. I forgot my man's name, and got waxed.
Well, yeah, he fought this past weekend. Nobody watched the fight, but he fought somebody and won.
I watched it. He dogged him. Jumped to 140. What was his name? It was like Pam something. I forgot the name. Campa or something like that.
That's
he was a boxer though.
That's the problem with boxing. I forgot the name. I mean, it's just finally when we get the Spence fight, we're gonna get a real fight because I don't know. I mean, Bud is a fighter. And Spence gonna come at him. So it's not like he's gonna run away. Bud's gonna do his normal stuff. So hopefully we get some fireworks.
I'm really excited to see because I already know what's gonna happen. Is Bud's gonna be fighting for the most part? I think off of his back. Earl Spence kind of just stays in front of you. I mean, he stays in front of you the whole fight. He's gonna be walking Bud down. Bud gonna be fighting, counter punching, and stuff like that. So that's ultimately what I think is gonna happen. Can Bud, get some really good counter punches in? Because I mean, Spencer's just gonna stay there. He's way bigger. Then Crawford's not really supposed to be fighting. It's the way that he jumped up. Crawford is a really incredibly small guy.
Yeah,
Spence is a big ass dude. I mean, he's not big like me big, but he's big for that weight. What is he like 5'10"? Or how big is he?
Yeah, he's almost 6 foot. And me and my man Trey, shout out to Trey, seeing Bud in like person, man.
He's small,
right?
Small as shit.
Small as shit.
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's like and it's just like this dude's small, and then if you meet Spence is almost 6 foot. So it's like, bro, you really supposed to dominate this dude because of how big you are. You're just gonna stay in front of him, unless Crawford really got that cannon. He does have it, but is it gonna hold up against a big ass professional, legit, world class fighter type? So
I mean, the good thing for both of them, they'll finally make some real money.
This is gonna be big.
That's what these guys kind of hang around for. I mean, these guys, they take these little bum ass fights, they duck and dodge out of, out of the the dangerous fights, and then they ultimately get to the big fight. And that kind of leads me into the next subject. I mean, my man, he was trying to dip and dodge, and he got his ass knocked out. We witnessed history, Jay. I mean, Anthony Joshua.
Oh yeah. We did witness history. He got his ass
his big goofy ass knocked the fuck out.
The Destroyer had him slumped. His legs was wobbling.
Andy Ruiz. Bro, just seeing that live in person. But I mean, they got that fight that's coming up this weekend, and then so I'm looking at this fight. And Usyk, like I said, Usyk already beat that ass once. So now he's bigger. He's already fought AJ. AJ's lost weight going into this fight. They're fighting in Saudi Arabia. I think they already fought there once. But they're back there again. I mean, what do you think is going to happen in this fight? More the same, or?
I think the first fight was in London. So this one's in Saudi because Saudi put up the money.
Yeah.
He went to his home and dogged him in his backyard.
He did. I'm surprised that Anthony held on to that, but I don't know, man. Usyk, like I said, Usyk is a southpaw, very hard to fight against as an orthodox fighter. I don't know if he got the skill. Usyk is undefeated too, so
Usyk. is a really good fighter. I would say this at that heavyweight class, Joshua is just kind of just big and he's smoky. I mean, he looks the part. He's not really that great to me, to be honest. You kind of look at the guys that he's fought like guys like Derek Chisora and I forgot what's the other dude that got knocked the fuck out. I forgot what's dude's name.
What's the other guy that got knocked the fuck out?
He from the UK be talking that trash. She got knocked the fuck out here recently. I think Tyson Fury knocked his ass out for his retirement fight. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. Yeah. He whooped the dog shit out of him. Yep.
Beat the shit out of him. He knocked his ass out like the first 3 rounds or some shit. So he's fought guys like that Tyson Fury made easy work of. Like, they were trying to build it up, the Anthony Joshua Wilder fight. And, we didn't get to see that because I guess it's a good thing we didn't see it because Wilder probably would have knocked the dudes. AJ might not still be here with us.
He been zipping up the bag. Zipping up that bag. Body bag.
Yeah, bro. And, I mean, y'all already kind of know it because, I mean, before then I was on AJ. Like, I used to love Anthony Joshua, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I really enjoyed him. I thought he was legit. But once I see the type of comp that he fought and his comp started losing, I found that they was trash. I'm like, bro, them wins mean nothing. So that's what I equate boxing to. Like, these guys got to fight. Still got to really start fighting comp, man. Like, Charlo brothers, y'all got to stop ducking Benavidez, man. And I'm going to share this shit and tag you in it, man. Stop ducking my man Benavidez, all right? David Benavidez, stop ducking him, all right? Fight this nigga, man, all right? Fight him in Houston. Fight him in your hometown. Put whoever's going to, I don't even know the fucking names. One of them fight Benavidez and the other one be on the undercard. And I guarantee I'll be in the first few rows cursing everybody out, all right? In your hometown, Houston, all right?
In the hometown, if it's in Houston, I'll probably go then. 100% probably go.
That's where they from, right? I think
they're from Houston. Yeah, we handle a lot of things.
It's hometown and all of this and that. I don't give a fuck. Benavidez is gonna come there and knock you the fuck out, send you off all along your way, take your titles. You're gonna be partying in your strip clubs, nigga, in your city. It's gonna be just like that. So, I just want to see the fight, man.
Me too.
Me too. And everything. But I guess, fellas, let's move on and talk a little bit about this preseason football. What do we see out there so far? As far as I think we all can agree, the Raiders look incredibly great. Which is, Jay, that's your squad, bro. So I'm gonna give you first dibs. So from a Raiders perspective, a fan's perspective, what do you see out there? Are you excited or?
I am excited, but I see that line play as a problem. It is a problem.
Offensive line?
Yeah, offensive line is a problem. Now that scares the shit out of me. I remember previous in one of the pods, I was worried about it, and this just made it worse. So I don't know. There's some tackles that's out on the market too, older but pretty good solid tackles. I hope that we look to pick some of them up. But outside of that, I love the play calling, even if it's light, it's smooth. I'm liking all of it. We seem like a deep team too, so it's like it's easy. I mean, plus they've been winning me fucking money. Yeah,
they getting that dough.
No, they've been getting that dough. I don't know if y'all know, but when the coach brings his old quarterback that's known for the system, you rock with that team, all right? And that's just really it. So, I'm loving this right now.
I kind of back that, man. I mean, I've already started my betting on preseason games. I don't really bet, I'm not hammering shit, right now, but I am throwing some money out there. I mean, I have taken the Raiders these past few weeks, Hall of Fame game and the game they played recently. The boys look good. Jarrett Stidham looks incredibly great. Defense is smacking people. This next upcoming game, I think this upcoming weekend, expect a lot of starters to play probably. You might see Adams out there. I don't know if Carr is going to play. This is usually
that's going to be interesting because they're either going to do that this week or next week. So it depends.
Next week, that's the last week. There's
Yeah.
only 3
So
preseason.
Raiders have an extra game though.
Mhm.
So that's what
Oh,
they're the one team since they had the Hall of Fame game. So we'll see what they do.
yeah, we will see what they do. I mean,
So that they might play their starters. Wait, who are they playing? Miami?
that's I don't know. That's a good ass game when they play in Miami.
I mean, but
So-
Miami haven't played anybody.
But
I've been trying to watch their
no,
games.
But listen to this though. So yeah, Raiders won't play their starters. Miami will, because Miami had the third team quarterback who was good. He played the whole game last game. Tua didn't see any time, so expect Tua and Tyreek Hill and all them guys to play this week. Yeah,
I've been waiting for that.
So they played the Bucks, and Skylar Thompson from Kansas State went crazy. He played the whole game. Nobody else played a quarterback but him.
For the Dolphins, right?
Yeah. So that's why this week Tua's gonna play this week. So the Dolphins might be a bet because the Raiders would go sit everybody.
If they do sit everybody, I mean, we'll see ultimately what happens. But yeah, the Raiders look good. I'm trying to think who else. I'm just happy to kind of see football. I will say this, and we'll talk a little bit about it once we get into the NFC East talk. Man, Carson Wentz, brother, you look like complete shit. I just can't wait. I cannot wait, man. Because all these Washington fans out here, man, you know, some people are really, Carson Wentz, he's coming. You know, just got to give him a chance. You know what I mean? Little shit like that. And I just be laughing.
You seen his interview with the reporter dogging him.
I did.
Oh yeah, that was wild. I'm
did see
sorry, I
that
would have
shit.
slapped the fuck out of him. I'm like, you want to see me? Because he kept it very professional.
Hey, what did he
I
say?
would have took off. You want to see me because we're not going like that out
He
here.
said they didn't want you. You know, nobody wanted you. You know?
You seem to be struggling in practice. Can't complete any passes. What are your thoughts on that?
I must have, yeah. I would have cursed. I would have went off. You can't do that to me.
Bro,
No.
how do you phrase a question like that? Like he seen this and he said, "Bro, you can't complete any passes in practice. You seem to miss everybody." And then Carson Wentz said something like, it's just practice, blah blah blah. Then he was like, everybody else gave up on you. Nobody wanted you.
Oh God, he was eating his ass up.
He said, "Do you feel this is your last chance? Your career gonna be over if you struggle this year?"
That shit is, you can't make this shit.
Like the third team in 3 years. You think this is your last shot? You're gonna be out the league. He's looking at him like,
Bro, Washington
Class act, Carson Wentz. I'm gonna still give you that. They laughing you up. That's a class act because I was 100% say you are a better man than me because I would have had to slap the shit out of him in wrong voice. I would have slapped you. You're not gonna respect me like that. I don't give a fuck. I would have to slap the shit out of him. Exactly. I would have first. Been serious. I would have yanked off the mic first. You gotta make sure everybody see it.
You gotta let niggas know, man. I'm not gonna be playing with like that. You know what I mean?
I would have went.
But I mean, I just look at it like this. Well, I'll say it for the NFC East show. But as far as from a preseason perspective, Steelers, your Steelers look good, man. Y'all with this quarterback carousel, I mean, I don't know. I guess he's gonna start. I guess Mitch is gonna have to start. But Mason looked pretty good. Kenny Pickett looked good. So, from your perspective, what do you see out there? What do you see?
What's up, Z? What you see, bro? Because all y'all quarterbacks look good. I would sit there and watch the game.
All of them played great.
Yeah.
I still think Money Mitch should be the starter. George Pickens, the star of the Steelers training camp.
He's still Mitsubishi. Yeah, Jordan
man,
Pickens look nice. Still Mitsubishi missed. He ain't money.
That man. So, I don't know. I mean, if Mitch doesn't turn the ball over, we're good. Problem for the Steelers, man. We need depth on the offensive line. I think from what I saw, we have 5 offensive linemen and nothing else. And so if somebody gets hurt, they're going to struggle. Now, Mason Cole, the guy they got from Minnesota, is a super upgrade over Green. We kicked Green to guard, and he sucked at guard too. So I'm just like, this dude. I mean, sometimes you just got to count your loss and move on. But from the quarterback battle, I think Trubisky will start. I think Kenny Pickett is number 2. So I would trade Mason. The rumor is Detroit might be interested, but I would tell Mason, see ya. Thank you for nothing.
Yeah, if you can, he got bashed over the head by Miles Garrett though.
Oh Lord, we're not bringing that up.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. When I saw my man take the helmet and just flung him, I was like, "Yo, this is my type of football." You know what I mean?
This is my type of football.
And look,
And you're wow.
The thing you take out the Marquise Pouch is the type of teammate you want. Who will go?
They did jump
out.
him though. You know, they did jump him, man. But actually, that leads me to another thing. We talking about Cleveland. What do we think of Deshaun out there? I mean, we didn't really see obviously too much because I mean they were putting some bad spots. Watson was out there for what?
Watson, he was terrible. I mean,
come on now.
He was horrible. And then how about
his fault? It was
how about the nonstop booing
that's expected.
Booed and bashed every game they go to.
That's gonna be expected.
That is gonna be expected.
He's gonna be suspended for the year. So I mean, he's gonna be gone.
I hope
they're gonna have Jacoby Brissett as their quarterback. I tell you, Josh Dobbs played well though. Former Steelers. He played good, but
the thing is, I mean, a lot of these teams, like as a Bucks, we lost to the fucking Dolphins. Like you said, Skylar Thompson went out there and if you look good the preseason, that literally means nothing.
It means nothing.
But I mean, for teams
he played the whole game, game.
But for teams like I'll say this, because y'all gonna be like, oh, why didn't you say there was more? But teams like Washington, like, bro, Carson Wentz has been trash for the past few years. You got to go out there and prove something. Like teams like you've been trash for a while, and you want to get off to at least a decent start, like the Jags and shit like that. The Jags are gonna suck again. You know what I mean? They spent a bunch of money in free agency, and you're still going to suck. And actually, they're still trying.
You're still going to suck. You're going to be garbage. Talk to them.
I'm just saying, bro. It's like you got no hope. You might as well just root for the Bucks. You know what I mean? It's at least you rooting for Florida, I guess.
Now, the worst part of preseason and camp is the injuries. I mean, Bucks had a few injuries on the O-line. Browns lost 2 centers. They're going to be on their 3rd center. 2 centers gone for the year.
Yeah, these injuries are really adding up from a perspective of the Bucks. That's the most important unit on our team. Other than obviously Tom, because if Tom don't have time to throw the ball, he ain't shit. I mean, look at the line. Even when Tom was in New England, he played with great offensive linemen. Like you think of like Logan Mankins and Nate Solder and all
up
those
the middle.
guys.
That's his thing. He doesn't like pressure right up the middle.
I mean, even when they was with the Pats, he had David Andrews. I mean, he's a Pro Bowler for many years. But now we're without what's my man Ryan Jensen. He's gonna be out for a period of time. Got this rookie Robert Hennessy or some shit, or I don't know, man. I honestly, if this guy's ready he looks a little small to me. If you're playing a team like the Rams or the Carolina Panthers,
Saints,
teams like the Saints. I mean, they added a lot of pieces.
That'd be a slept on,
man, majorly. And I don't even. That's a heavy. I hate the Saints as a Bucs fan because that's a rivalry game. But I don't want to see the Saints right now. You know what I mean? Because they got ballers at each and every spot on their defensive front. So, I mean, like I said, preseason. I'm hoping Todd Bowles, and I will say this now, man. I'm all for the brother getting a shot and stuff like that, man. But Todd, man, I really just hope that you don't get too stubborn, man. Because that's kind of been the knock on you around the league. Mm-hmm. And I talked to a lot of NFL people and stuff like that, and they've been kind of saying this for a while. And that's one of the reasons why he hasn't really got the head coach. He's very stubborn and stuck in his ways. And he's from a defensive coordinator perspective, I've seen it because you do the same thing. And our defensive backs are still incredibly trashy. The only thing to say is, I mean, the only other than my man Antoine Winfield Jr. because he's legit. He's his own man.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he's a monster. But people like Carlton Davis, Dean, Sean Murphy Button, I like and stuff like that. These guys really haven't. They're okay. They're they feed off the defensive line going on. Vita Vea and Shaq Barrett. You know what I mean? When you got a defensive line like that, you don't got to cover for very long, so you're gonna look great. You know what I mean? But I mean, Todd Bowles, bro, I'm really hoping that you can really turn some shit around because, like I said, the word around the league, and like I said, this is not just me talking. Because y'all might be like, yo, you don't know what he's talking about. I've talked to reporters, I've talked to teams, I've talked to sources that have said, and I'm not gonna say names and stuff like that, but that's the knock on them. And you just do the same shit and you don't make adjustments. So I don't know, man. But let's move on. Let's talk about this NFC East, man. So the first team on our list is Jay. You gonna like this one, man. Them Cowboys, brother. Damn Dallas Cowboys. So they resigned DeMarcus Lawrence. Amari Cooper's going, obviously. Lionel Collins, I find he's going to the Bengals. They did bring in Dante Fowler Jr. in the edge from the Falcons. They brought in Neal. Well, actually, they let Neal go. He's with the Bucks. Re-signed Van Der Esch. Kicker is going. Cedric Wilson, receiver, is going.
They got James Washington.
Yeah, they did get James Washington, former Steeler.
He's already hurt out 12 games, but yeah.
So I mean, they're kind of thin at receiver right now.
Sounds good to me.
So I mean, what do we kind of think about the Cowboys? This upcoming season, man. What can we expect?
Well, we already know. Let's just talk about it. Ezekiel Elliott has been overrated for years. I've been arguing with people about him last year, talking about he's gonna be back. Your Cowboy fans are sick. He's been a bum for a while now. I don't want to hear that. You have a great line. That's straight up. In the words of Shannon Sharp earlier, we already know Lamb favorite candy, Butterfingers, because that's all he do. To drop him. I'm not worried about that either. The only person that's really nice is Micah Parsons. Yeah, I'll give him credit. Yeah, he's nice. I ain't worried about nobody else. You shouldn't be worried about nobody else. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Eagles gonna win that.
Ooh. Hey, brought that heat, bro. Cowboys fans, man. I mean, see what you think about the Cowboys, man, this upcoming season.
So they led the league in penalties, and the first preseason game, they led the first week in penalties again. 14 penalties in the first preseason game. So some things haven't changed. They're going to struggle at receiver. I mean, so they lost Amari Cooper, tried to replace him with James Washington. Now Washington's hurt. They're going to struggle on the offensive line. It's a lot of pressure on Dak because they can't. I like the other running back better than Zeke.
Pollard,
yeah. I'm not high on the Cowboys this year. I don't know. I think they're just undisciplined and coach makes mistakes. No, I don't. But I mean, what helps them is they're in the NFC East.
Right. So that's my point. That is my point. I'll say this about Dallas. The only reason y'all might mess around and make the playoffs is y'all playing in this crummy ass NFC East division. You played teams like the New York Giants, who still have no offense.
Oh my gosh!
If you never met me and Z, we pretty big dudes. We could probably go out there and play O-line for the Giants, right? Giants, give me a call, man. Playing the Giants, playing Washington. And the Eagles are much improved. I can't wait. They're a very exciting team.
Yeah, they are going to be.
Them, man. But yeah, from a Dallas perspective, man, I look at this squad and CeeDee Lamb. I love CeeDee Lamb. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think he's gonna.
It is nice if he can hold on to the damn ball. But go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, he do drop the ball. I will say that. I think he's gonna work on his hands this year. I think he'll catch some balls. I think he's gonna solidify himself as probably a top 5 receiver in the league. Because I've already seen CeeDee Lamb last year when he played.
Yeah.
But man only almost went for 200 in one game against the Bucks. I'm not surprised if he goes up there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I was just talking about our defensive backs, Big Z and Jay. I mean, we got nobody for CeeDee Lamb. He scorched this last year. He's gonna do it again. I'm not worried about CeeDee Lamb, but can you as long as you shut down the other guys? But that leads me to my other point. The second receiver Is who? I mean, it's what James Washington.
No, Washington's out. He's out 12 weeks. So
you got no second receiver.
It's going to be Gallup. Probably.
Gallup.
Michael Gallup.
And
Gallup. I heard it's serviceable.
He's hurt. He's hurt though.
He's hurt too.
Ain't he hurt? He's hurt, I think. So I mean, it's like
they made out tissue over there.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't remember who the other guys are that they got. They're not legit second receivers. And then your tight end he's solid, but you know they're probably going to cover him up. But now, I mean, I did see it's not going to happen. Antonio Brown's like Jerry Jones, give me a call. If that were to happen, you know, then I might fear Dallas. You know what I mean? But Antonio Brown,
Still ain't fearing Dallas. AB can't carry that whole team. AB gonna be nice, but AB can't carry that whole team. That defense is. That discipline is something, a motherfucker. So go ahead.
Yeah,
well, my bad. Yeah.
No, you good. You good. I mean, I'll say this.
Yeah, so they have a rookie from South Alabama they drafted.
There you go. I mean, that's just enough said about. I mean, then the running game. I mean, you got Zeke. He's aging, and he seemed like he's got his money. He's got his girl, and he's posting on Instagram. You know, he's kind of chilled out. Like guys, certain guys, like once they get the money. They really not ready. They're not as hungry, man. So some of these guys, and that's kind of leads me into sports betting. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Some of these guys don't stay hungry for very long. You know, Zeke got his money, he's sitting his ass down. Pollard is, like Zeke said, is a better back. And JU too. The defense, Michael Parsons is legit. Van Der Esch is solid. What's the corner? He's good, but he's not great, bro. You're not top 5. You're not.
Diggs?
Oh, yeah, Diggs?
Bro.
Come on now, Diggs. Diggs get cooked.
He gets beat. You see, he took down his social media because people kept posting all the videos in camp of him getting beat.
Bro, come on, like who do you think you are? It's just people like you. Like I don't know what it is with you corners. Like people like you and people like Carlton Davis from the Bucks. Like Carlton Davis posted some shit. And he was like, "Yo, I'm about to show people I'm the best corner in the league." Carlton Davis. You say he's gonna be the best corner in the league this year. I'm like, bro, you're the same dude that gave up close to 300 yards against Tyreek Hill in the first half. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got spiced.
Come on now. But yeah, I mean, from Dallas, we'll see. I mean, what is their win-loss total? Their win-loss total is 10.5. Dallas Cowboys 10.5 wins.
They
can go under. Easy.
Their schedule, you got to look at their schedule. Yeah,
that's true.
When you play Washington with Carson Wentz twice, and
Carson gonna play better than Dak,
and then the Giants twice.
Hold on, now you going crazy now, dog. You going crazy now. I said what?
Carson is gonna have a better year than Dak.
Y'all, did you hear this from Carson Wentz? Man, okay, I'm not gonna.
Carson Wentz.
You said it.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it when we talk about the Commanders for sure. But yeah.
Okay. So, but yeah, 10.5. I mean, oh man, that division is just so trash. I mean, I'll say over just because the division.
But look, so outside of the division, I mean, so they start the season.
Let me look at this
with the Bucks. And then they got the
L.
They could beat us. The CD Lamb, they passed the ball to CD Lamb 1,000 times. You remember that week 1 last year?
So
yeah, I do. Almost. They're not doing it again. They're worst team.
Me and you can go out there and play corner for us right now. I'm telling you, they trash. The boys is trash now.
Man, they almost beat y'all with a worse team, bro. Right. Almost beat y'all with a worse team.
We knew they were passing the ball every play. And Dak baked us. CD Lamb and Amari Cooper.
Yes.
Amari Cooper ain't even there anymore, bro. Easy.
Yeah, their schedule is not easy.
Out
of conference games. I mean, out of conference.
So let's look at it. The Bucks week 1.
Bengals.
Second is the Bengals. Giants.
Oh, they can win that.
They'll win the Giants at the Giants. Then Commanders, they'll win that. At the Rams, that's an L. At the Eagles, that's an L.
They play Detroit. They play Detroit and Chicago.
Whoa. Detroit may beat them. They're not. Detroit may beat them.
Bro, you've been watching too much Hard Knocks. I know what that is. Stop it.
I've been buying into the Detroit culture, Detroit Pistons, so I'll get some Detroit line press across. So I'm entrenched in the culture. It's crazy. I'm almost a believer now. I think they'll beat them.
And then Bears is a win.
Oh, yeah, that's a win.
Yeah, at the Packers, L. At
L.
the Vikings, L.
L.
Giants is a win. Colts, L.
Yeah.
Texans win. At Jags, probably a win. Eagles lost.
Teams like that, their schedule. I mean, to me, their schedule. They're playing very winnable games. They're playing Vikings. I think are going to be much improved. I mean, but the Vikings
100.
come out and shit. I mean, they could possibly win that game. I mean, the Colts, they're going to lose like shit. Tennessee, all they got is Derrick Henry. Tannehill is some shit, and they got no receiver in Week 17. And then what was the other question? Green Bay. They have no receiver.
Green Bay gonna still wax
them. And then at Green Bay, at the Rams.
Oh, they got a tough schedule. And I'm telling you, some of them teams are going to give them some go. Like, I mean, the Commanders have got to play twice, but Commanders going to take one of those, dog.
Yeah, they always split. Yeah.
They're going to take one of those at least. I'm telling you, bro.
I hear you. I mean, it's division opponent,
Yeah, so I mean, only ones
This is what's going to get them. Sure. I mean, if they start 0-2 with the Bucks Bengals,
10.5. What you got?
10.5.
Come on, Z. Come on now, under. Come on to the dark side. Come on now. The complexion already there. Come on, we here.
Yeah.
We here.
10.5 is high. I don't see because they're gonna have offensive line problems, too many penalties. Coach, I don't trust.
Just go ahead and say under. Let's deal with it.
I think they're a 9-win team.
Okay, so two unders and an over for me. I just think, like I said, with that added game, I just don't see. I see that, and especially that weak ass division. But moving on, I mean, I'm not gonna spend long on them. The sorry ass Giants, man. The Giants.
We barely got to talk about this. Do we have to talk about it?
We'll spend. I'm gonna start the timer now. We'll spend 5 minutes on it. We got some New York.
the news today. Tyrod Taylor, Virginia Tech's own, getting first team quarterback reps.
Yeah,
in New York.
After 1 week, that coach was like, "Oh hell no!" I mean, he's used to Josh Allen. He had one preseason game, and Tyrod is getting the first team reps.
No, I mean, I heard the audio of the coach talking about it. They were asking like, "Why is he getting first team reps?" And they said, "Man, you never know when we need Tyrod Taylor." They said he's not going to get a whole lot of first team reps. He may get like 2 or 3. And I'm just like, yeah, all right. Tyrod is that 2 or 3 type person. Next thing you know, he ain't starting. So
the Giants,
Tyrod's the greatest bridge quarterback. I mean, he had Buffalo in the playoffs, and then Josh Allen came.
Yeah.
He was in Cleveland, and then Baker came. He was with the Chargers, and then
he's not a starter though. I'll say that. I mean, Tyrod, he's okay. He's a bridge. He's a good bridge. He's not a starter. But I mean, I'll say I'll go over there quickly. There, people they've added and lost. They lost James Bradbury, a really good corner. He's with the Eagles. Sterling Shepard, they re-signed him. Blake Martinez signed him. Logan Ryan's going to the Bucks. Kyle Rudolph is going to the Bucks. They brought in Tyrod, like you guys said. Mm-hmm. They brought in a really good guard and Mike Gillespie from the Colts. So they added O-line, but they still got the other linemen in the trash. They added Ward, who's an edge rusher, and they lost Will Hernandez, a guard, who's with the Cardinals. So they really didn't make any huge off-season moves.
They didn't do a lot. Yeah, they suck. They suck.
They've added Matt Breida. If you consider that.
Look, and they were one of the teams with the least amount of cap space. I'm like, who are they paying? They have no money to spend. I'm looking at that roster. They're paying like Kenny Golladay is getting a ridiculous contract. I mean, I cannot believe they are over the cap with that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Roster.
I mean, the Giants.
I got too much to say about them.
Let me look at their win-loss total. So the New York sorry-ass Giants.
There we go. Yep,
7.5. 7.5. Last season, the win-loss total was 4. Wow. and now it's 7.5. Why do they think they're going to be good?
4-13. Because that's the coach, Dayball. They finally
Yeah.
got a coach instead of Joe Judge.
He was trash.
Oh yeah, Joe Judge was awful. Yeah.
Where did Dayball come from? Where did he come from?
He was Buffalo's offensive coordinator.
And they really plucking these Buffalo guys away. I mean, they just coaching. They can't go out there and play, dog. They just coaching.
I get it, but they coming from a good pedigree, man. You get the coach entrenched, and then you get your players. The players will come.
Look, his background was New England with Brady, Alabama with Tua, and then he went to Buffalo with Josh Allen, and then he became a head coach. So
I'm not mad at that. That's a pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
But guys, I mean, they can't really. I'll say these guys really not coaching nobody. You got great talent. You got Josh Allen. He's a beast before he was a monster. Brady went to Western Michigan and lit shit up was the first one.
That's Big Ben reincarnated. Yeah, they all got talents. Yeah, Z frozen on that joint.
But yeah, I mean, he's coached all talented guys. I mean, college, Alabama. I mean, I don't even look at Nick Saban as really coaching shit. But bro, you got the best players.
Yeah, he just has a great recruiting class.
Bro, you really not a great coach. You just talk shit. Bro, you got the best players. It's that simple.
It is that simple.
It's really that simple. In college, it's really not about coaching. You know what I mean? I remember when was it? My man still ain't retired yet. Dabo Swinney was like, "Oh, when they start getting paid, I'm leaving." Bro, I see your old white ass still there, man, collecting that check.
He ain't leaving. He just talking shit. He don't know who he's fooling.
Bro,
talking. They like hearing that talk.
Why do you think what my man was so mad in the press conference? Nick Saban told me, Jimbo Fisher. Remember he was talking about with Texas A&M? He's like, they're paying their players.
They bought their whole team.
Bro, it don't matter. If you've been winning national championships for the past 10 years and shit like that, every recruit is gonna want to come there. So and y'all been paying people too.
I mean, I wouldn't be worried about it. That means he was just shook. If you've been running college football for a while now. We understand that because the recruits. So I don't know why you worried even about paying it. You've been running it. Let's just be real. They have been.
Because that whole rant, he was asking for more money from his boosters. That's what that was, and then everybody took it and ran with it. He was trying to sell them. Look, Texas A&M spending all this money. We lost all these players. Y'all need to pony up and start spending money.
I see.
But how about you give us some of your salary, brother? I mean, give us some of your salary and start paying you. You ain't gonna do that, are you?
Oh shit, I wouldn't either. Y'all got me fucked up.
Like, so you ain't gonna do that shit like that now, you know what I mean? But I mean, college football is a whole nother thing. That's gonna be starting.
NIL has changed the game. It has changed the game.
It has.
I mean, but it's still the same teams. You can predict it before the season starts. It's going to be football. Alabama. It's going to be Ohio State, and who else? Clemson. Yeah. We're going to see them in the Final Four, probably.
To get back on track, what is 7.5 of the Giants? What we got, fellas? New York Giants, 7.5 wins for the season.
Look, here's my unique.
Go on.
If Tyrod plays, they can go
over
that.
They can get that 7. They can get that 7.5. But
if it's Daniel Jones,
under like a motherfucker.
Daniel Jones is definitely gonna get majority of the time. Like they said, they only giving Tyrod Taylor 2 to 3 plays with the starters.
Because that offensive lineman, the offensive line is horrible. They don't have any playmakers really.
I kind of feel bad for Daniel Jones.
Saquon coming off injury.
I mean, I feel bad for Saquon. Nigga, come to the box.
I mean, look, Saquon been injured for the past. I don't even know when the time when Saquon can finish the season. So,
bro, as soon as he gets the ball, I mean, look at his offensive line. He got nobody, bro. It's like
we ain't got too many people to Saquon, but you can definitely come to Vegas.
A quarterback.
You got wide receivers, dog.
Oh, man. So the Giants, I mean, I'm going under like a mall. Y'all got over 7.5?
No, I got that.
Nah, hell nah, under.
But look, they should have known taking a quarterback from Duke with the number 6 pick in the draft. I mean,
he thought he was smart. He thought he was smarter than everybody. Man.
I mean, I'm about to say Duke has definitely got some smart players, but I wouldn't trust the like you said, quarterback.
The GM.
Of course, he got fired. He spent all that cap space on a team that won 4 games last year.
He thought he was
Hey, is
doing
he
something that
fired?
should've been-
Yeah, he was fired. Yeah, he got
Oh,
fired.
all right. Because
that
I'm about
shit
to
is
say there's no
Him,
way in
him,
hell.
him, and Joe Judge. Get the hell out.
Oh, well,
They
Joe
all
Judge
got-
had to go. Joe Judge gonna go regardless. He just
Let's
said, "Get
get
your
rid of
man's
the
back to
Giants,
bags."
man.
Yeah.
We spent too long on the fucking Giants. Now,
Hey, Giants, y'all need to just New York, y'all just need to get rid of the whole team. All right, just go be Jets fans from now on. You know what I'm saying? Or go
they
up the street to
trash too.
Boston.
I know, yeah.
And go up the street. Hey, I go with the Jets before I go with the Giants, which is crazy. So
Now the next thing, I think the Eagles win in the division.
Yeah, let's talk about these
Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles
So
winning.
now the
Yeah.
Eagles. So, bro, they re-signed Fletcher Cox. They still got Fletcher Cox. They brought in Bradbury, who's a really good corner for the Giants.
Great.
Kelsey's back. Hassan Reddick, an edge. He's a Pro Bowler and a top 100 player.
Kazir White from the Chargers.
Brought him in.
He's had a ton of starts.
They brought in A.J. Brown, receiver.
Yeah.
They brought in Jaquesty Tart, the safety for the 49ers, who hits people and smacks people. I mean, and then they got the ultimate equalizer, the defensive line position. What's my man name? That big ass dude.
Davis. They got Davis ridiculous. He was just Jay Davis is just carrying these
and the linebacker too, Nakobe Dean from Georgia too, both of them.
Oh, they did, and they got
Brown. Dean is tough. I forgot they got Dean.
He's a
rookie. The two Georgia rookies,
Dean was nice, bro. I'm just gonna say that.
The knock on him, they said.
Ask Z about his linebacker. Who's your linebacker? The dude that was hyping up Bush. Well, these dudes, the NFL is a little different story.
It is.
College is easy. We get paid to do this shit for a living.
Devin Bush was the number 10 pick in the draft and didn't get his fifth-year option picked up. They didn't even pick up his fifth-year option.
Oh man,
damn! I thought Devin's gonna be all right. I didn't think he was gonna be all that, but I thought Devin's gonna be all right.
His injury killed him. I mean,
that's what I thought.
He was horrible week one. I was like, oh man, get him out of here. I'm done with him.
I'll spin this short.
Week one.
But you're back with the Eagles, man.
I like the Eagles. It's all going to come down to the quarterback. It's all going to come down to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they invested heavily in this season, and he's on a cheap contract. Teams like this are supposed to run through everybody if the quarterback is serviceable, because they're supposed to be like the old Seattle Seahawks team before Russell Wilson got paid. You run the ball, you do enough to win, and your defense is really good. So, I mean, Jalen Hurts is not getting paid. There's nobody at the court. There's nobody really hogging the money. Quarterbacks get paid.
Look at his weapons. I mean, he got Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown.
Yep.
I mean, that is like
A.J. Brown, legitimate number one. And then he's got Quez Watkins, who's, a really good slot guy.
Miles Sanders in the backfield, who's straight
Miles
speed.
Sanders. I think he's still got Scott back there at running back too. I mean, Eagles, and they got a really good offensive line. They got Kelsey, who's he's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer, and Lane Johnson, he's probably a Hall of Famer when he retires.
Lane Johnson is tough too. One of my favorite, linemen, offensive linemen. Yeah.
So you got those guys along the offensive line,
and then they paid the other tackle. Mailata got a huge contract, the left tackle.
Oh yeah,
he deserves it. I mean, I don't know. Eagles definitely deserved it. When they were making all these picks, I was like, damn, that's crazy in the weak division. And I think their total bumped up too. If I'm not mistaken, it's at like 9.5.
Let me check. Philadelphia Eagles. 9.5. Yep.
So just last week it was 7. I should have jumped on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people with this Eagles squad, they're supposed to be over that 9.5.
They can't look at the division.
Yeah, I mean, the division's trash. I mean, all you're really supposed to really worry about is Dallas. But I mean, you might lose a game here and there to maybe Washington. Can't know. I mean,
nobody worry about Dallas either, man.
But I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, you're excited.
Yeah,
it comes down to Jalen Hurts. He plays well, they can win big. If he turns the ball over, they'll struggle. Yeah, I mean, and
I liked Hurts too, so I'm rooting for him.
So
excuses. I mean, he's got all the weapons he needs.
Yeah.
Eagles. If you're an Eagles fan, you should be really, really excited because you guys got a team that's ready to win. As long as your quarterback can do, as long as you just put up something, because your defense is going to be solid. As long as you hold people under 25 points, you'll be all right. And as long as Jalen Hurts can move the ball, but I mean, what is this, 9.5? I'll say over just because of the talent.
Over. Yeah, I'd say just over too, like at 10. Yeah. Like 10 is definitely what I give him.
But if Jalen Hurts is really does what he's supposed to do,
they're gonna crush that. Then if that's the case.
Yeah, if Jalen Hurts does what he's supposed to do, the Eagles are supposed to be a 12-win team. To be honest, with that weak ass division.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So,
see who you got over under, man, with this 9.5 for the Eagles.
I like the over because I see 2 wins against the Giants, 2 wins against the Commanders. It's half the battle. If they split with Dallas, there you go.
They're gonna split with the Commanders too.
I don't know.
We'll see. And that's our next team. I mean, Jay, that's your old. No, Jay. For people that might not know, that's just new to the show. This is the only guy I know that has 2 football teams. You know what I mean? Football is different. My man got 2 football teams. So do you still rep? Do you still like and rep Washington? Because you see, like, you kind of gave up on them completely. You don't really. You don't
nah. It's a home. It's still my home team. The team that I rooted for most of the years. But me and my cousin, we was having this conversation that made me. I mean, outside of me moving closer to kind of the West Coast, as far as the Raiders. I wasn't going to be a Houston fan. I'm sorry. It just wasn't going to happen, especially all the controversies going on there. I couldn't support that. So the next thing over was Vegas. But outside of that, I implore everyone that if you have a home team, you get born into it, but make a decision for yourself. Do you really want to root for them, or are you just going with the homer? For the first time, I actually decided to say, you know what, I want to root for a team because I just really like the team. So all in all, I still love Washington.
I'll just say, in Pittsburgh, you have no choice. When you're born, they wrap you up in a terrible towel in the hospital.
They got them on demand. Yeah, see, I mean, that's how I was kind of raised. So, I still like them. But
so with this Commander squad, so let's see who they brought in. So they brought in Carson Wentz, obviously. We're going to talk about him. Right. Brandon Sheriff is gone. I mean, he was a monster for you guys, a Pro Bowler. He's with the Jags now. Landon Collins is gone. Flowers is gone. Fitzpatrick is gone. They brought in Andrew Norwell, who's really good for the Jags. So they kind of swapped guys there. Yeah. Trey Turner from the Steelers is brought in. Cam Sims, they re-signed him. Let's see here.
They paid McLaurin. McLaurin got paid.
They did pay him. They just kind of re-signed a lot of guys. They didn't really make any big splash moves other than Carson Wentz. So, fellas, let's talk about Carson Wentz for a second. So, what do we really think? I know we've kind of been joking.
Well, look, first thing you start 3rd team in 3 years.
Yeah, I mean he's a bridge quarterback.
I mean, how often? I mean, he's paid like a franchise quarterback.
He's paid like a top 10 player in the league. That's what he's paid like.
No,
that's what the money say. That's what the money say. I mean, he's not living. He's not even. He's probably the worst. Well, no, I'm not going to say. But I mean, for me, I look at it like this, Washington fans. If he was not great with the Colts, because I know a lot of Colts fans. My boy D is a Colts fan. He's so happy. Because he has the luxury of having the great Matt Ryan Hall of Famer behind the great
Matt Ryan.
Bro, if you cannot do well with the Colts, we have probably the best. If you don't say they have the best O-line in the league, they're top 3 O-lines.
Correct.
Top running back.
If you can't do well with the Colts and your old head coach, what makes you think you're gonna go to Washington? A team with Daniel Snyder, that you got a raggedy ass stadium, people fall on top of you.
Yes, that's a real thing, guys. That's a real thing. He's not joking.
You got shit like that going on.
You see the Eagles coach using that as an example of Jalen Hurts' poise. He's like, because he got the late hit in the game, and he just bounced back and went to the next play. He's like, I got no concerns with Jalen. You got the building falling apart right in front of him. People falling out the stands in Washington. The stadium falling apart. And he was calm, cool, collected, picking people up and didn't phase them at all. He's like, I ain't got no worries with Jalen.
I wouldn't worry about Jalen either. Nah,
He gonna
I mean,
come back and this nigga he sued y'all. He sued the team. Y'all supposed to come back when he come to watch. Y'all better fuck Jalen Hurts up because he sued y'all niggas for niggas falling on top of him. And if y'all lose at home to the Eagles, bro,
he got an extra check. That's a smart man. He does good business. See, this is why I knew I liked Hurts. See, Ray, this week I was rooting for us to draft him, but he didn't make it to us in time.
Well, y'all got a car though.
Yeah, we got a car. I mean, at the time, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, at the time I was like, man, it's hard to groom, but yeah. But I'm gonna put it like this. I'm looking at the roster: Carson Wentz, Heineke, and Howe. And we already had a conversation about Heineke. How we some people thought he was better.
Howe played okay.
Howe did play. Not for 1,645 yards. And Carson Wentz actually didn't have a bad game. 10 for 13, 74 yards.
No, that's deceiving. I mean, if you watch
that is very deceiving.
That
is deceiving. That is deceiving. I didn't see it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just looking at numbers. I'm looking at stats. 74 yards, not bad for 10 to 13.
No, 3-yard pass and a 40-yard run. Of course, yeah.
That's what happened. Okay, all right. Thanks for clearing it up, Thanks for clearing it up. But
if you watch the game,
he said 3-yard pass, 40-yard run.
Did not watch. I ain't even gonna hold you. I didn't go back to the replays, nothing like that. But I will say this though.
Numbers could be deceiving. If you just look at the numbers and then
fuck them numbers. Numbers gonna get you.
Them numbers get me fucked up. Nah, but I will say this though. But as far as, and I say this because I only say this because Colts Ty was injured for like a decent amount of that season when Carson Wentz was there. But like wide receiver wise, Samuel McLaurin, that's a solid 1 and 2.
Yeah, but Samuel,
that's pretty good.
He's often injured, so he
is pretty often. He is also made out of tissue as well, not glass, tissue, y'all. As soon as it's wet, he's splitting. But as long as he's in there, I like it. I like it. So as far as like wide receivers and stuff like that, and I think that Carson Wentz, and also if I'm not mistaken, Carson Wentz, I don't know if it was a turnover thing, but he had a pretty solid season. But when I was looking at him play last year, he just never could finish, that's what matters. So I don't know. I think they just don't do too much.
I will always appreciate him for week 17.
Where week 17? Oh, the loser.
Lord.
Yeah.
That's your buddy.
Yeah. That's wild.
Steelers in the playoff.
Hell
How do you lose? They kept showing. I didn't watch the game.
Jacksonville needed to lose to improve their draft pick, and he still could be.
He was throwing picks all. He like, you get one.
Yeah.
That shit is gonna happen this season. I'll say this for Carson Wentz, man. Bro, the Colts have one of the best offensive lines.
They do.
League. A quarterback. One thing you don't want to face is pressure. And, bro, you got the best offensive lineman in the league in Quentin Nelson, Big Q. And, bro, some people say the best running back in Jonathan Taylor. I love Jonathan, but, bro, King Henry.
I'm sorry. Henry is lifting grown men up. I'm sorry. Nah.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Taylor is second, though. I'll give it that
he's
to you.
He's legitimate second.
You legit second, for sure.
But Carson Wentz, man, he's trash. I mean, I listen to the local radio here and stuff like this. They be hyping. They be trying to get y'all to go to these games. They want y'all to go spend your money. Y'all
it's sad.
Damn stupid with your season tickets and shit like that. I get it. I mean, if you got the money, go ahead and go spend it. And stuff
I
like
don't.
That. Maybe for like the atmosphere and shit like that. But one thing
they got no atmosphere.
I was trying to give them some hope. Oh, God damn.
They don't. It ain't shit out there.
I mean, you could literally tell it if you watch the preseason games and you were flipping channels. I mean, literally, the Bears were on the NFL Network in the DC area. We were watching Washington on the one channel. The Bears had a sold-out stadium, partying, going crazy, and Washington looked like there was 2,000 people in the stands.
It's like a WNBA game. Look like watching the Mystics or some shit.
I'm about to say, I seen Carolina Panthers, and I thought they were at the Panthers until they did like the Rays, and then I seen the Burgundy. I'm like, oh fuck, they home?
Man. Yeah, bro.
Damn,
I mean, that
that's
Washington,
crazy.
their fan bases, they're gonna have to just move to. What are they trying to move into that raggedy part of Virginia, way down there?
Well, they're trying to move them to Richmond or Manassas. It's got to be
No,
one of
No,
those.
not man. They moving to the raggedy part. Like, what is it? Dumb.
Dumfries?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what? That's what it's called.
Dumfries? Oh fuck no, baby.
Bro, I've never been out there, but when I heard it's like the trashy part.
They're gonna lose so many fans.
But that's the only people that like them. They're like, man, I like my Washington team. You know what I mean? But
I don't know. A lot of DC people was fucking with Washington.
I
More
don't
so
know.
older school DC people because they lived when it was thing.
I would say this: Washington. While we on this topic, Washington's fans. You know what I mean? But you gotta look at the season ticket holders. They coming from like Northern Virginia, like
Yeah, you're right.
Manassas,
The season ticket holders,
Richmond.
you're right.
They. I mean, I hate to say it, they the people with the money. But people from the city, they kicking their old broke asses out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they moving all over the place and stuff like that. And then like they ain't got no goddamn money for no season tickets. Half of these niggas don't even know the quarterback. You know what I mean? And I can't do the whole little DC voice and shit like that, but Jay, you probably can do this shit, but you know, hey, Josh Slim, them niggas be like Josh, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, kill.
Bro, them niggas don't even know the whole team. I can't even talk football with some of these people because they don't really watch football like that. You know what I mean? It's funny hearing them people talk. But
people talk. You ain't down the street. Them people.
Bro, I don't blend with them niggas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at my hat. That's in New York.
Huh? Oh, no, I ain't rock this. I just like the city. I like going out there, going shopping. I enjoy. Damn, Z. Damn, Washington ran the fucking CBC away.
God, Lord. Well, that's what they do, man. That's what they do.
Oh my God. Let's finish up quick with this NFC North side then. Let's see. NFC North side. What do we got? Let's start with the Bears. Bears, man. They lost Khalil Mack. They lost Allen Robinson. They lost Akeem Hicks. Eddie Goldman's going.
Poor Justin.
Yeah, man.
That's really it.
I don't know. They didn't really make any big moves. Any big signings. They brought in Byron Pringle from the Chiefs. He was pretty solid. He was okay. They just kind of lost their big pieces. They're kind of restarting. This is like a rebuild year. I'm not gonna spend too much longer, or too much time on them. What do you think of the Bears, Jay?
I don't think too highly of them. I feel sorry for Justin. Offensive line does not look good. They didn't bring in any. They just lost wide receivers. I mean, the Bears is they're definitely the bad news Bears. So that's just really what it is. I'm not checking for them. Probably whatever you're gonna say, I'm probably gonna go under. To be honest with you.
Oh shit, my bad. We didn't even do the win-loss total for Washington. Let's go back. They so trash. I forgot the win-loss total. Washington, the Commanders, 7.5. What do we think, fellas? 7.5.
Under.
7.5.
What did they do last year? What did they do last year?
It was a solid 7. Now they got them. Carson Wentz gives them a half a game.
I give it over.
Okay.
I don't see it.
With Tyler, they got that with Tyler, I see that. Because I hate to say it, no matter what, when I look at the quarterbacks, as much as Carson Wentz is not good, he's better than Tyler.
The only thing that saves them is that they play the Giants twice.
Yeah, the Giants are even worse.
The
Giants are worse. So
the Giants are worse. I mean, they might mess around and maybe split with like Dallas or this is the Philly. I think Philly's just gonna.
Oh no! I was bullshit when I was talking about they're gonna take one to Philly. I lied to y'all. I'm 100%. I didn't even believe that. Yeah,
I think maybe they can split with Dallas. You know what I mean? Something like that if they come to play. Or something like that. Run the ball, not Carson Wentz beating anybody.
Yeah, not Carson Wentz. Hell nah. But okay, that's cool. So Bears.
Bears. Let's see. Win-loss total for them. I'm not even spending on fucking Bears. Y'all suck. Chicago Bears 6.5. Last year was 6.
Oh hell no, I ain't getting that.
6.5. Yeah. I gotta look at the schedule. Chicago Bears. I gotta take a quick little glance because Justin Fields. I mean, he got a new coordinator, new head coach. Um, Chicago with the 6.5 division.
They got a tough schedule. I
Yeah.
don't see it.
I'm looking. Week 1, they play the Chiefs. Lost. Seattle, they probably could win. They're supposed to win. Cleveland, 49ers.
At Seattle? No.
Nah, Drew Lock come back. Drew Lock was looking all right. So.
Oh, that's preseason. My bad. The regular season, week 1, they play the Niners.
Oh, boy, they getting cooked.
They play Houston week 3. The Giants. Oh, they got 2 games that they winnable. Houston and the Giants. They play Washington, Minnesota, New England, Detroit, the Jets. Oh man, okay. They play Detroit. Well, I don't know. That's close. I say like a solid 6. So I say under.
Yeah, I don't see it because if Roquan Smith don't play, if he holds out, that's another distraction.
They're gonna probably trade him. They're gonna trade him for like a draft pick, like a 2nd or 3rd round pick.
Or they can have Devin Bush.
They don't want him, man.
Bush.
I bet you, they don't want him.
I got a trade for him. The nigga had Devin Bush and a 7th round pick.
Man, you
that's fine.
Fantasy world, bro. You know
fantasy.
That's just like Devin Bush is a nobody. This is like a bag of chips.
But no, he's cheap. They don't want to pay him, so we'll just give him Bush, and then
they'll rather start a rookie over him. They don't need him. He makes your team worse, not better.
Yo,
bet you will.
I'm going off. You talking about me?
I'm just saying, man. Let's move on. So, Green Bay Packers. Interesting, man. So the Packers without Devontae Adams. They lost Zadarius Smith to the Vikings in division. Devontae Adams is gone. We just talked about that. Billy Turner, the right tackle, is going to the Broncos. Sammy Watkins, they brought him in. Let's see.
I didn't know. That's all right.
Yeah, they brought in Aaron Rodgers. Let's see here. Devontae Campbell re-signed him. They really didn't do too much, to be honest. Packers did. So I guess what do we think about the Packers, man? As far as this upcoming with him without Adams, I mean the way Aaron kind of targeted Adams, I don't see them really making no moves, to be honest. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, but who's their wide receiver again? I forgot. There's somebody's homegrown in it that I like too, but I forgot who it was.
They drafted a rookie who's been getting a lot of hype, of a 4th round pick.
Yeah, I heard he's been nice too. I've been hearing he's nice. So I don't know.
Green Bay, man, it's 10 and they're having at 10.5. Last year was like 13 or something. They're gonna be in. I just don't see it, man. I mean, their division is what's gonna help them. The Vikings are supposed to really take over this year. The Vikings are really supposed to be legit when we get to them this year, especially with the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and I heard he's right to like Kirk Cousins' hip,
right?
Too. Like I've seen the reports, like they trying to really make it work. Even though I don't believe in cousins.
Yeah,
I barely believe in brothers and sisters.
I believe in Delvin Cook, but
yeah.
I mean,
if he can stay healthy, but like you said, I'm sorry, we get to that.
I know what you mean. I mean, I'll say this: the only thing with this 10.5, I'll say over because you're playing the Lions twice. He owns the Lions. The Lions suck. I know they're on Hard Knocks. I don't care. I'm just saying, dog.
Fair. I can't be mad at it.
Who else is in that division? The Vikings, they could maybe split with them, or maybe the Vikings might sweep them. Who's the other team in that division? That division sucks so bad.
Lions.
So what? Lions.
I said the Lions.
So we got Green Bay.
Oh, the Bears.
Vikings, Lions, and the Bears.
Bro,
so
you got the Lions and Bears. They suck. So that's 4 easy wins.
Didn't the Lions play Green Bay Packers pretty good last year, if I'm not mistaken? Towards the end of the year?
They did.
Yeah, so that may be some division shit. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that could happen.
I wouldn't be surprised. They could split. Not no sweep, of course, but they could split.
Yeah. What y'all think with this 10.5, man?
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna still go over. Bears are just too bad. There's such an easy 2 wins. So what? If you take the 10.5 and then give them 8, like that's very much so foreseeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Bears awful.
Yeah.
Come pay me.
What you got, man? He said, "Come pay me." What you got with this 10.5, bro?
That's a lot. I mean,
It is. It is. That's why you heard me, Z. I had to do subtraction. I had to do some math because convince myself.
I got no. I don't see 10. I don't see 11 wins. No way. There's no way. I'll take 100.
I do see them stopping right at 10 too. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to say, but they split with lives.
2 unders and an over. So I mean, like I said, it's just they don't have Adams. That was his only target. We really gonna see some people. Man, we got Tunyon, bro. Adams was double and triple covered.
They got Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb, old, and then they got 2 rookies, Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs.
And they lost Billy Turner, their right tackle, and their left tackle. What's the dude? The Pro Bowl dude, Bakhtiari, still kind of banged up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, Packers fans. It's just like I don't know. You know, your defense is solid. We know we ain't sitting on it, but your defense is solidified.
That's why about Allen. Allen is the receiver I said that I think is going to be. This been pretty solid.
Who's that?
Allen. What is his name? Lazard.
Lazard.
Allen Lazard.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy who's been shining has been the rookie. What's his name? Romeo Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs been shining. I know. I heard about him too. I was reading a report about him, but I think Allen does well though. Honestly.
Nevada.
Yeah.
Nevada, as they say.
When
you go out west, you don't want to. The East Coast folks say Nevada. If you meet somebody from Vegas, Nevada. Why
they do say Nevada.
Nevada. Like,
that sounds like me when I say New Orleans. They're like New Orleans. I'm like, oh, okay. My bad.
Last team on the schedule, fellas, so is the Vikings, man. So Vikings, they did a lot of reshuffling. They still got Kurt, man. They brought in Zadarius Smith from the Packers, who's a Pro Bowl edge rusher. They still got Thielen, Anthony Barr is going. They still got Michael Pierce, who's a really good D tackle.
You disrespectful.
What?
How dare you ain't say my boy Justin? He should have been the first name. You talking some Adam Thielen. Look, it should have been Justin Jefferson been the first one you should have said.
I just said he resigned him.
Nah. You didn't.
Let's talk about it then. Let's talk about it then, bro. Because they talk about this nigga's like that good and shit like that, like he's top 5 and shit. So
I've been backing Justin as soon as he got him.
I know you have.
100%.
So Big Z. So what do we think about Justin Jefferson? Where does
he's elite. He is legit.
So he's like, so let's just say so like Stephen Diggs. So he's like on that level.
No, I'm saying top 10.
I say he fall.
Is he better than Hill?
Top 5.
Is he better than Hill? Some people say like he's better than Hill.
I think he's better than Hill. I do think he's better than Hill. I think the only thing that Hill got on him is absolutely just speed, but hands, routes, all Jefferson. 100%.
He's legit. He's good. I mean, is he better than Jamar Chase, his old teammate? that's the one. That's a comparison right there.
I'm gonna say this about these guys, and y'all gonna be like, yo. And I give these dudes respect.
Makes the brim of that hat when he do this.
Because this shit be pissing me off, dog. I was at the gym the other day. He was kind of just talking to the sauna. He was a dude. He kind of bought into the hype. Oh, yeah, these dudes is, you know what I mean? They nice with it. Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. I'm going to say this one time. The Bengals, Joe Burrow, we didn't have Steve Whiteshaw. Joe Burrow is legit, right? He's already got chemistry. Also, the Bengals, people were sleeping heavily on the other. He's not going against the number 1 corners, dog. He was a rookie. People slept on him. So there was like, okay, we know Taj Boyd is nice. Yeah, we know T. Higgins is nice, nigga. This little Jamar Chase nigga, he's okay. He's had a few games. We not gonna really worry about him. And the nigga went off. I'm telling you, we got tape on you now, brother. And I've been saying this for you. It always happens. That was his rookie year, right?
Yeah,
brother. Let's see what you do this year when you face the number 1 corner. When we really they were not studying you, my friend. They were not studying you. I'm telling you, NFL film room's like, all right, let's turn on the tape. Oh, we know we're gonna do this. They're gonna know, bro. I'm telling you, they were studying Taj Boyd and T. Higgins. Now you're the you're the man. It's the same thing. I'm not saying he's like my man Z's. What's the dude, the receiver, Juju, when he thought he was really a number one?
Yeah,
bro, step out on this island when you face the number one corner every time. People know your tendencies and stuff like that. This shit was laughable, right? Now let's see that now. Same thing with Jefferson, brother. Adam Thielen is still really, really, really nice. You gotta almost double team him, bro.
And Dalvin Cook in the backfield. Yeah,
you got
Dalvin has been injured for a lot of Justin Jefferson tenure, so it really has.
You tripping now, dog.
No, I mean I'm not. I'm not saying that in general because the only reason I know is because that motherfucking Cook got injured in my fantasy league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got beef. I draft my free game for you fantasy users is you draft 2 running backs in the beginning because they go crazy. Quarterbacks can go crazy at any given time, and Cook was one of them, and he fucked me. No no homo.
Bro, you're a girl. You never gotta say no homo.
You never know who's listening.
We know. You know. I say this. I get a little off topic, bro, because we bring it back. I can't watch TV no more, bro. I used to like the show. What's the little show? What's the show called? I used to watch it sometime. P Valley.
Bro, you're crazy.
Bro, that shit is gay as hell. This season, man, I can't even watch TV no more, man. That shit is sickening as hell. I used to tune in every once in a while. Like, bro, I'm sorry now, man. That show is too fucking much. I'm happy my show's back on. Was it Rising or Raising Canaan? First EP like that. You know what I mean? I need some shit like that. Not some little fag shit, man. I mean, if you're a fag, that's cool. But I'm saying, bro, I can't watch it.
You a fag? That's cool. That's already a offensive thing.
That's on you. That's on you, brother. But for me, the way I move, that shit makes me sick. I can't watch it. I can't.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I can't stomach it either sometimes. So
yeah, bro. Like I said, I used to kind of just watch the little P Valley show, and then the shit just got really crazy this season. Y'all need to stop it, man. Y'all need to stop it with this shit, man.
I heard season finale though too, but yeah. So it'll be over after this.
I mean, even the I don't want to bring it up.
Okay, yeah,
we're a sports podcast.
Yeah,
but yeah, don't watch that shit. Don't watch that shit.
Don't watch that shit. Repeat it. Don't watch that shit. Oh man.
But anyway, with the Vikings, man, like I said, with Justin Jefferson, I'm just like, I'm not saying that he's not nice, but brother, when people know for a fact. This is what his second year or third year, or second?
I believe it's his third year.
Okay, so this is gonna be his third year, bro. You are still behind. Like you put up some numbers, I get it, but I'm just saying when you're the number one guy, it's different. When you're Diggs, when you're somebody. That's why I don't disrespect some of these guys. You know what I mean? Because they're like, yo. This thing is facing number 2 and number 3 corners. Of course, I can do this shit too. But people are gonna sit there and say, "Oh, look what Chase did to Ramsey in the Super Bowl, bro." Okay, things like that happen.
He spiced him though, bro. Spiced him.
But do that week in and week out, every week. When you do that shit every week, and Juju found out like that because Juju on that same shit. Juju did the same exact shit, and then tell him what happened.
Oh yeah, no,
he was very
average.
Look, man,
below average. She was average at best.
Oh, hold on. So let's just be honest. Hold on. Let's talk about it. When Steelers get a wide receiver, they know how to pick them. But they also do very well.
Next man up. Every year, Deontay Johnson.
I'm saying they're a wide receiver team, so it's not crazy to me to hear that Juju probably excelled there versus anywhere else because they're the Steelers. They developed them pretty well. So I mean, AB is the only one that I can honestly say without a doubt that could go anywhere and just be nice. That was just a good pick.
When he came to Pittsburgh, he was a 6th round pick.
I mean, y'all just know how to pick him. That's what I'm saying. But come on now. But
He's
AB
still
could be
great,
one of
though.
the. That's what I'm saying, Rome.
No, I
Me and
see
you, we
that
here. No
motherfucker.
matter where you
Crazy.
go.
You
Yeah,
can't
he
guard
crazy
that
as fuck.
motherfucker. Even when he was Oakland, he was scorching niggas in practice.
He was scorching
He was
people.
dookie on. He was dancing all around and shit.
But look, with all that's happened since he's left Pittsburgh, doesn't it make Mike Tomlin look like an absolute genius controlling him for
We know Mike. Yeah,
seven
we
and a
know
half
Mike
years?
Yeah. Mike. Yeah, Mike is.
AB,
Mike give him his. Mike always give him
You
his
see
flowers.
AB's latest quote: "The greatest regret of my career is I never got to sit in the stands and watch myself play."
Damn.
he a little wild for that one, bro.
Gee.
You're a great player, brother. But come on now, he's just kind of just talking. But back to the Vikings shit. I mean, the Vikings, they supposed to be legit, man. With this new offensive-minded head coach, and shit like that.
I still don't trust Cousins, by the way.
Let's talk about Cousins. So why don't you trust him this year with the offensive coordinator, offensive-minded head coach?
I mean, my thing is, I don't know. It's gonna take more than 1 year for me to believe in Cousins. I've seen Cousins in Washington. I've seen him in Vikings. I've still sat on the phone, talked to one of my friends, and was betting him and be like, you know what's coming, right? What's coming? A pick. Like it's a thing. He puts up numbers, but he's very Carson Wentz like.
Oh no!
I said that.
No.
Yeah, I said
my
that.
God, bro,
yeah, I
you
said that.
tripping now?
Yeah. I'm on a record of not liking Cousins.
Bro,
He will give you all them numbers. You can give you all them numbers, but will he win you a damn thing? Hold your breath.
Carson
Save your
give
money.
You numbers. That nigga give you cheeks. Like money butt cheeks.
Hey, that sound like the same thing. Hey, look. Cousins is a better version of Wentz.
He's the king of contracts. 100%.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he a finesse man. I can learn something from Cousins when it come to that. But
you gotta pay quarterbacks though. If you got a solid, decent one, you gotta kind of pay him. But I mean, I'll say this about Kirk Cousins. I mean, what he did in Washington was kind of really incredible because they didn't really have no fucking body. I mean, he did that, and then
his thing was they fall behind, and he pull up a bunch of junk numbers. At the end of the game, you sit there with 400 yards passes.
But the team trash. So it's like, what can you do? And then with the Vikings, it's like, who's the head coach? I forgot his name.
Mike Zimmer.
That motherfucker had. I mean, I'm not trying to. This dude had one eye. It's shit like that. And then on top of that, he wasn't really in the game like that. He's an old dude. Already had his money. He was a minor coach. He didn't like Cousins.
He didn't like Kellen Bond. He bashed him every week.
He ran old ass plays. Like the dude. Look at. I want you guys to Google Mike Zimmer. And like I said, I hate to dig into people's personal stuff. But my man's dating like some white supermodel. He ain't worrying about no goddamn football. He living. Right. I mean, y'all got to understand something, man. This all goes into play when it was with guys. Look what the fuck Deshaun did. You know what I mean? Some of these dudes' biggest weakness is pussy. Like Mike Zimmer is not worrying about coaching like that. You know what I mean? Wasn't really doing shit. This dude, Kevin O'Connell, he's young, he's fresh, he got a new offensive mind. You know what I mean? He ain't got no money to get pussy. So
he's never even been a coordinator. He went from quarterback coach to head coach.
Right, he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money to get pussy. So you gotta get money to get pussy.
Another one of the Washington tree, part of RG3 Cousins coaching staff.
Yeah.
They're all.
I like the Kevin O'Connell thing. I think they're really gonna do some shit in that division. I think they can win the division.
But look, Cousins had his best years in Washington with O'Connell as his quarterback coach.
Minnesota Vikings 9.5.
I say over. Yeah. I love them.
I like that. That's my bet. That's my bet for this show. That's my bet for this show. So yeah, if you get you a Bet US Sports big account.
I'm looking at it right now.
You take that goddamn 9.5. You bet the over, man. And like I'm telling you,
you know what? Let me go ahead and log in right now for y'all that's out there sleep. Don't sleep.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, we trying to help y'all win money.
That's it.
So I mean, fellas, that kind of pretty much wraps everything up for this show. I think next show we'll close up with the rest of our divisional previews, and we'll finish off with the NFC South, and then we'll talk a little bit about the NFC West. So two really fun divisions. Well, the NFC West is a really fun division. The NFC South is really just the Bucks and Saints, to be honest. Baker Mayfield, we're going to talk about him heavily because I don't like him. But, fellas, y'all got anything else, man?
Nah, man. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, all right. Well, like I said, so we'll get out of here, man. We got a few guests coming on here pretty soon. College football will probably be back sometime next week, I think, or in the next few weeks.
2 weeks.
So that's man. So that's pretty exciting. Oh, let's talk a little bit with this college football NIL thing with SMU, man. Did y'all hear about the SMU thing with the players?
Where the whole team's getting like a salary.
Bro, the whole team is like how we get paid to work regular jobs. The whole team is salaried like actual employees. And on top of that, they can get NIL money. You know what I mean? So college football is now changing, man. So
that's quick.
I'm happy for these young dudes getting their money. To be honest, because it's long overdue.
Texas Tech did the same thing. Everybody is getting a deal.
Yeah, I think SMU is getting like 65,000 or something like that.
Texas Tech is 25,000 every player.
Yeah, so SMU is getting that, and then Texas Tech is getting that. So Texas, Florida, states like that is different. But football is king. You know, if you're a football player in one of those major states, you already know. Football is king. You guys run the school. So for the young athletes, there's probably some college players that, I know for a fact there's some young college athletes that watch the show. Don't forget who you guys are, man. Like, you guys have more power than the head coach. All of that, man. Like, people come to see you guys. As you guys are now reaping the benefits of the people that came before you and things like that. Just think about like if Reggie Bush and the players from their UFC team was around now. Like Reggie Bush didn't even need to play in that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then the kids not gonna know the legend of Reggie Bush in college football.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, people like him, Tim Tebow, Johnny Manziel, people like that. They would have been filthy rich just in college, just because the craziness around them. So. A dude like in that category kind of recirculates. They're gonna be getting real money, but also watch yourself, man. Watch yourself with don't go crazy with these females. They might have been targeting y'all before. They definitely gonna be targeting you guys now, man. So be careful with that. And a shout out to all the college coaches from the HBCUs, Hugh Jackson, Coach Eddie George, Tennessee State. Obviously, Deion Sanders, all those guys. Those guys got some really good football coming up, representing the Black community. But yeah, man. I mean, anything else before we close out, fellas?
Nope, that's it. Right. I'm looking for this football over now and bet US.
All right, man. Well, we'll close out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. We'll see you guys next show. We'll have some guests on here pretty soon, and take it easy. Peace.